Is this thing on? Oh, wait. Okay. Is this working? Can you fuckers see me? I feel like such a boomer right now. Hold on. I need to fix this. Gonna make this easy for me. Bruh. How's there not a center option? Bruh, there probably is a center option. I just can't find it. Oh. Oh. Center to screen. Okay. Then we're gonna put. Wait. Oh. Oh. Okay. Wow. Good work, me. Let me throw this bad boy up here in the middle. Yes, it is cut off. Yep, that is by design. Okay. Let me shrink this. That's what she said. Is this working? Okay. Let's check. Oh, this is gonna fuck you guys up. Hold on. Let's make sure everything is going smoothly, swimmingly. Okay. Looks like IG is, I think, working. Who the fuck knows, bro? Okay. Let's see. What are you guys seeing right now? Oh. Okay. This is a learning process, all right? Does it show we're live? Oh no, it showed it in the test. Ah, okay. Need to make a little change, at least for the IG. Just a little bit, just a little bit. We're getting there. We're almost actually functional. Okay. All right. So, okay, YouTube is a go. All right. We're doing this multi-stream. We've never done this to all of the platforms, at least the ones I care about, which is like 3. I won't name the ones. You guys know what I'm talking about. So we're gonna do the public one. Fuck it, we'll do it live. Oh wait, you can't curse on TikTok, right? Okay. Take this. Put this, Instagram, save. And now it's loading. All right. Oh, it says it's sending data. Oh, wow. Okay. I think we're in business, maybe. Okay. All right, what do you fuckers want to do? So I could do fitness content. We could go over some stuff that's like educational. We could do some stuff that's informative, learn, educate ourselves, but I'm not really feeling it, you know what I mean? Just not really feeling that. I kind of just want to play video games, in all honesty. So I think that's what we're gonna do. I think that's, yeah, I think that sounds like a plan. As long as I can get that working, I think we'll get that going. Now, I want to see, let's see, I just got to do a few checks. right. The webcam, yep, I look like shit, but that's just par for the course. Okay. Okay. So I think that is running TikTok Live. Ah. Okay. Alright. Oh, it's showing up. Okay. Alright. So I set it up. IG is live, allegedly. Now, can I add ODS? ODs S. I think we can. I think that should work. Let's see. Oh, this should be on another screen. Oh, rip. Okay. That is not supposed to be for you guys to see. Oh, shit. Let me move that. In the meantime, God, I should find something like fucking interesting to look at for you guys. Let's see. You know what? Alright, you guys can see my background. You like that? Yeah. You guys can look at that in my fucking shitty ass face. Alright. So I think... Oh, that's for me to see. We're on YouTube. YouTube stream is working. Looks like... I think the IG stream is working too. Let's do a quick double check. Alright. We might see ourselves for a second, but that's okay. Okay, it is. IG, IDs is working. Okay. So that's working. We can try. So now we got IG, we got YouTube. We'll check TikTok. Let's see if that one's working. If we got all three, then we can get going. And I can sign off because I'm only gonna stream for like 20 minutes. Let's see. All right. Can I actually see anything? This is really riveting content, I can tell. I can tell I'm gonna get a lot of return viewers from this. Oh my god, my ears. Holy shit, that just blew my ears out. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, it is showing. Okay. Wow. Look at us. Whoa. Wow, I feel famous. Alright. Wait, could you hear? Oh, fuck. Could you guys even hear that audio? Okay. Alright, this is gonna be kind of a mindfuck. Oh, you know what I should promote myself because now that I have all you guys here, I can just play some YouTube of my own channel. I get like a XXX promo right here. Alright. In case you didn't know, we do have a YouTube channel. Let's pull that bad boy up. You know, this is actually going to be such a mindfuck for me because I see something very different from what you guys are seeing. You know what? I think the best thing to do would actually just be using the iPad. That way you guys can see what I see. Oh, it's a great idea, Bertin. Why didn't you think of that first? Okay. Let's do it. Oh, I have so many things plugged in. Oh, fuck. Okay. Don't think that I have to do. Oh, this is gonna be the most scuffed thing in the world. Oh, actually, wait, I'm dumb as rocks. Okay. I'm wondering if you guys could hear that. Now, if you think the stream is scuffed, just my personality, oh, you can't even see the equipment setup. equipment setup's even more scuffed. But we're gonna get you guys set up. By you guys, I mean me set up for you guys to view on the iPad. That way you guys can actually see something that's like semi-functional, you know? Because I don't think this will work, what we got going right now. So, good thing we got my backpack right here. Man, this is got, you know what, next time we'll have it running maybe even before I start the stream. Maybe. It's a little ambitious, but you know, I like to dream big. Okay, mouse is on. Now, to the iPad. Connect this bad boy here. All right, this sucker. Oh, you hear that? Ooh, see, I like that sound. Okay. This bad boy is connected. And this, open D's up. Then connect that. Okay. Oh, okay, start broadcast. Hell yeah. Oh my god, we got so many different levels of broadcasts right now. Crazy. Okay. Oh yes. All right. I think we're almost in business. We're not fully in business. Start Bluetooth pairing. Fuck off. Okay. Oh fuck. Okay. We're in. Okay. And then, oh, you guys aren't supposed to see that. Ooh, you got to see a little behind the scenes. Okay, that's okay. Then the last thing, the very last thing. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? I'm not sure if you guys are ready. Are you guys ready? Hold on, actually, hold on. I'll give you guys some time. You guys might not be ready, all right? Because I'm actually not ready. So, let's see, specific window. Okay. And oh my god, I think we are in business, boys and girls. Oh wait, nope, that's not what we wanted. Oopsies, I'm so silly. Okay. There we go, there's the iPad. Then, send her to the screen. Oh my god, we're cooking now. All right, welcome to the stream. Hell yeah. All of that just to sign off. No, okay, I'll do some shit, whatever. Fucking, what do you guys want to do? You want to do TikTok, scroll through some brain rot, X, go through some brain rot, or X Twitter, actually X is the name, okay? YouTube Shorts, or forgetting one, Reels. I might have said Reels, but who cares? You get the point. Let's do. You know what? Actually, I like going on X. Or you know what? Actually, no. Fuck all of these. All right? No. Trash all of those. The most based platform, in my opinion. Okay. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. Okay. Threads. I love this platform. Who the fuck is this? Progress updates. Where's the before after? Okay, so I mean, if you're gonna do progress update, usually you want to do it before after, but that's okay. All right. I want to learn calisthenics. Same. I don't care how slow you think growth is. Please don't do this. Oh god. Wait. Ooh. I'm actually so confused. Wait, what am I supposed to see here? No one likes anymore because they don't want their likes to broadcast to everyone. IG needs to make this ish Wait, what? Oh, this is, oh, I just had a complete brain fart. Okay, they're talking about growing on social media. Who cares? Bro, it's like, okay. No one likes anymore because they don't want to broadcast their, they don't want their likes broadcast to everybody. Who cares about having your likes broadcast to everybody? Bro, like, you're on a social media platform. First of all, like, social media, you are, like, by definition trying to broadcast some aspect of your personality or your lifestyle. Like, I don't know, that's stupid. No hate, but, you know, it's kind of dumb as rocks there. Not gonna lie. Gym launch, don't care. Chapter 28, oh, I don't know what chapter 1 is. Okay. Lauren K, don't care. What? You don't need hype, you need repetition. True, based. That's like the very basics of fitness. Do this at the beginning of your glute days, and it will not only get your buns engaged, oh, I'd love to have my buns engaged. Wait, buns engaged, but also pumped. Okay, so I don't know why. Okay, hold on. Oh my god, my ears. Okay, we're muting. We're muting today, okay? So, I feel like this is just a workout. I should have predicted it before I even started watching it, but I was just gonna say it's gonna be like a whole ass workout and say, do this before your workout. It's like a whole workout before your workout? Make that make sense. Directly 12, 8, okay, wait. Oh, these are superset. Actually, you know what? That's my fault, all right? I forgot to read. Okay. So the superset is 10 to 12. Okay, let me start over. Jeez. I'm so bad at this already. My brain is like all over the place. Okay, let's focus on one thing at a time. Okay, juiciest upper booty supersets. Okay, so already, like, I do think there is a place for, if you're a girl and you're trying to work your glutes, then there is some types of specialization that you can do for working like the upper versus the lower glutes. From what I remember, and I have to refresh my memory on this, a lot of the glute max workout, which is most glute exercises you're gonna do, it's gonna work most of the volume of the glutes, and usually what people are gonna go for is volume, just kind of by default. But once you start getting a little bit more advanced, then you're gonna start wanting to specialize a little bit. So from what I know, the upper glutes is basically to help get that kind of shelf look. So from the side, you'll start to see like more protruding from the gluteus region, actually. So that's the upper glutes thing. From what I remember, I think that has more to do with like abduction muscles. So when your legs move out like this, so you see people do this all the time. Abduction, abduction, is when your legs move away from your body. Same with your arms, by the way. And adduction, adduction, is when your legs move towards your body. So ad is moving in, abduction is moving out. But, okay. Oh, but literally, see what I did there? Okay. The juiciest upper booty superset. So they're saying that they want to specifically target the upper glutes for this kind of workout. The thing about these types of specialization programs, it's so hard to isolate muscles that have complicated movement patterns. So you're really not going to be isolating upper glutes per se. You're going to be working your whole glutes, but you can shift the emphasis onto one part versus the other. So that's just a little distinction that I would want to make. And we're not listening to the fucking music, all right. Okay, so the first one, she's doing back extensions. Oh, I completely skipped, okay. So if you don't know what a superset is and you're a beginner, that's okay. We're not gonna judge you, at least for that. Maybe in other things in life we'll judge you, but not for this specific thing, okay? So supersets is when you do a set, like a normal set of repetitions of one exercise, and then instead of resting and then doing that set again right after, instead you're gonna move on to some type of complementary movement that is something that doesn't work the same muscle group, so you can kind of, you save time and you can not have to rest as long because those muscles are going to still be kind of fresh, even though you just did an exercise before. Usually you'd want to alternate between two opposite muscle groups when you're doing a superset. So the thing that's most familiar to me is like if you're gonna do dips, which is a pressing exercise, so chest, shoulders, triceps, then you're gonna do a superset of like pull-ups or chin-ups, which is like back, biceps, and rear delts in your shoulders. So that's the type of thing that you'd want to superset, and you'll find that you're able to do these exercises because you can save time and you're not actually that tired in the different muscle groups as you are in the muscle groups you just worked. So it's a little bit of a time saver. I will say that it's not actually as good as just doing like the exercise by itself. You should just do the exercise like separately if you're trying to optimize for that. But that's just something to know. So, okay, she said back extensions. So hip extension is one of the functions of the glutes. And she says directly into abductions. So this is abductions, what I was talking about. Abduction is moving the legs outwards. So she's saying that she likes this type of superset just because, actually wait, that's the superset, that's it? I mean, okay, like, I don't know. I feel like that is not like, it's an okay superset. Maybe not for the same reasons that she's saying. In general, like the abduction, especially like that machine, is not that intense. Even if you're really pushing yourself, you can recover from it usually fairly quickly, fairly easily. And hip extensions are, on the contrary, actually like fairly brutal depending on like how intense you're going, how much you're pushing yourself. So I feel like there's a lot of overlap in the muscles that are gonna be used. Now it wouldn't be the same as like, let's say she starts with this and then she did squats right after, then that would be like really like way more overlap. But I wouldn't say that there's like small enough overlap that I would recommend doing a superset for these. But honestly, if you feel like you can do that, then that's good for you. If this works for her, then I think that's great. I think a lot of times people feel like there's one best way to do something in fitness, but a lot of the time it's really just whatever works best for you and whatever you can maintain consistent pace and consistent progression, and you don't get tired of it, but aren't also being like struggling to recover quickly. So I think it's fine. Do I like it? Do I not like it? I guess I'll like. I need to be more positive. Okay, so we'll like it. Okay, this is some promotional stuff. Cringe, except for my promotion. Okay, my promotion's not cringe, but stunning personal trainer. Good for you, Maddie. All right, we'll like that. Why is it so damn hard to lose lower body? Oh, bro, I can't read. I promise you I'm not drunk, okay? Why is it so damn hard to lose lower belly, my God, I did it again. Lower belly fat. Why is it so damn hard to lose lower belly fat? Okay, so this is actually a really common thing that a lot of people mention. They want to lose fat in one place over the other. They don't like that they hold more fat in their face, or they don't like that they hold fat in their arms, or maybe some parts of their legs. The reality is there isn't really a way to control to a significant degree where you're losing fat. So when you lose fat, first of all, you lose fat by consuming less calories than you're burning, okay? That's just a physics problem. Like, if you don't have enough energy to support your body's processes, then you start using the stored resources in order to get the energy to do whatever you need to do. So when you're losing fat, your body doesn't actually have a way of controlling where it loses the fat. A lot of that's genetically determined. There is some hormonal influence in where you lose belly fat, or where you lose fat in general. So you can even notice this when some people lose weight. Some people lose a lot of weight in their face, but some people will lose a lot of weight and lose like no weight in their face. It's you blame your parents. Sorry, like it's all up to like genetics and then just random luck. There was one study that said that you could very slightly control where you lose body fat in certain exercises, concentrating on certain things. So like a lot of people say like, oh, I want a six pack, so I'm gonna do like abs like a bunch of times. Like the reason you might see a six pack isn't even necessarily having to do with the building the muscle itself, although it'll help because the abs will push out a little bit more. But it has more to do with the fact that your body fat is reducing and those abdominal muscles were always there, so the abs are more visible. Now, you should still do ab workouts, you should still have a strong core, but it's just something to keep in mind. Okay, so that's why, I didn't even answer the question. So why is it so damn hard to lose lower belly fat? Well, belly fat, unfortunately, is where most people will hold most of their fat, and it's one of the last things that falls off when you're trying to lose fat. So in general, there are differences between where guys will lose fat and where girls will lose fat, and where they hold fat it's vice versa, it's the same. So guys will a lot of times hold a lot of fat in their stomach, and it's even different types of fat. It's like visceral fat, which is underneath the skin, but that's all a separate thing. But usually it's like in the stomach, in their chest, like stuff like that. And then girls will hold a lot of fat in their legs, in their butt, their boobs. Like that's tends to be the different allocations of fat. I think guys will tend to have more like love handles too, stuff like that. I've got some here, but I conveniently placed my camera where you can't see them. But yeah, so we kind of just genetically hold fat in different places. If you are a girl and you notice that you're holding more fat in your stomach than you think is typical of a girl, you might want to look into some hormonal stuff, because maybe your estrogen content is not where it should be. Estrogen does have some influence on the fat partitioning, so that's something to look into. But other than that, unfortunately, it is just a genetic game. So that's why that is. Actually, has someone said it? I think someone actually said it. Sprint 3 times a week, do hanging leg raises every day, cut out bad sugars. You'll see a change in a month. Okay, so I'm gonna try to be nice, okay? I'm gonna try to be nice. What he's saying, okay, sprint 3 times a week. What are we doing sprinting 3 times? Like, it's like sprint, how long? Like, how intense are these sprints? Like, it's kind of whatever. Really, like, these are just saying sprint 3 times a week is just burning calories, okay? Like, that's calorie burn, nothing wrong with that. Do hanging leg raises every day. That is gonna build your abs a little bit. Actually, it'll add more volume to your stomach, funny enough. But it will be in a good way. Your abs might push out a little bit, it's fine. It's not really addressing losing lower belly fat. And then cut out bad sugars, candy, soda, ice cream. Maybe, I mean, a lot of people overeat these, I'll say, simple sugars, and most people would probably benefit from eating less of those. So like, he's kind of right in a way I would say is not a good reason, but if you follow that advice, yeah, you will come out ahead of where you were if you didn't follow that. But the real thing is it's genetics and the routine. You just need to be regularly consuming less calories than you're burning. So you can either increase energy expenditure, which is increasing your activity, which could be walking, that could be sprinting, that could be rock climbing, that could be swimming, that could be anything. Or you can decrease energy intake, which food is energy, by the way. A calorie is literally a unit of energy. So those are the 2 things that you can balance out, and that is gonna show what your net energy balance or fat balance is gonna equate to. So if you're eating a lot, but you're exercising a lot, then a lot of times it's gonna kind of break even. If you're exercising a lot, and you're eating a normal amount, then usually you're burning more calories than you're eating. So you'll probably be losing weight. And there's a whole bunch of different ways of managing that, but all weight loss is a balance of energy expenditure and consumption. That's all it is. So I don't think he's really addressing her issue, but that's just something to keep in mind. Now, I didn't even read the full thing, but hold on. Body protects fat, therefore hormones and stress. That's kind of true, yeah. The key isn't endless crunches, it's fixing your nutrition, managing stress, and moving consistently. Based, I help busy moms lose stubborn belly fat without extreme diets or living in the gym. DM me belly and I'll show you where to start. Now I'm gonna like this comment because she is right. It is stubborn. It is a part of the body that, unfortunately, our bodies like to hold body fat there. And honestly, that is a good thing for us overall because it helps maintain a homeostasis in our body. Because the body doesn't want to be ultra lean. That's just the reality. Our body wants to be somewhat lean, healthy levels of lean, but there's a range in which our body naturally gravitates towards, and we want to try to be at the lowest end of that body fat range. That's called your set point, by the way. Your body gravitates towards a certain set point, which is a body fat percentage that you want to try to stay on the lower end of so that you can comfortably maintain that indefinitely. So that's just something to keep in mind. I didn't read any comments. That's so funny. So let's watch gore. Maybe next stream. Shit. So I feel like this is one of those things that people are just not like giving really good advice in. But yeah, I don't know. Fork put downs are the hardest exercise there is. Based. Sometimes you gotta put the fork down. Because it's literally the last thing to go. Yes. It's one of the last things, that and your face is one of the last places you actually lose body fat. So don't feel bad for struggling to actually lose body fat. It's, especially in your belly, it's just not easy to get rid of. So just keep that in mind. All right, let's move on. So blessed to be able to work out and move my body. True. Good job. Taught GSP powerlifting today. His exact words, I had way more fun than I thought I would. If you can lift heavy and pain-free, it is fun. That is true. Well, I feel so weird having flat tummy after having a skinny, chubby stomach growing up in my I'm kind of bored. Okay. Creatine guys. Are people aware that you can get all of your fiber from 2 cups of berries and a cup of avocado a day? You can. It depends what you mean by all of your fiber. Like, it depends what berries you're talking about too. Actually, hold on. Oh, I dropped something. I don't care. BRB. That reminds me. I'll put this here. Oh, I had chips. Forgot. I forgot I had chips. In here. In here. Oh no. Oh wait, hold on. Okay. Like these berries. So, I used to eat, this is such a bad thing as a fitness person. I used to eat a bunch of candy every night because I just had like these sweet cravings at the end of the night. And I noticed I was gaining some weight. Shocker, right? And I was like, man, I just need something to address these cravings. And then you know what I realized I could just do? I could just have a bowl of frozen fruits, and it's almost like having like ice cream, especially like if you freeze them and then you have them thaw a little bit when you take them out. It's actually so good. Highly recommend if you're looking for a little weight loss treat. And you get your fiber, just like this lady is saying. I'll like it. I don't feel like typing on my keyboard right now, so we'll just go with this. Oh, shit. Okay. I'm not even gonna begin to go into this. I don't know anything about this. Walk supported RDLs. I have never in my life heard of this, so. Okay. Okay, so what she's pointing out here, the distance in where your leg should be and like your stance is sometimes kind of hard for people to calibrate, but if you use a wall to kind of measure that that distance, or you can do the 2 steps like she kind of did in the beginning here. So you can kind of see. So she's gonna do, okay, yeah, that's like 2 feet lengths, and then do that measurement. That's like a decent general rule. The problem is like it's not necessarily a consistent way to do it because people have different size feet, and not everybody's limb lengths are exactly proportional to other people's. So this might work for some people, but really like you can try it. See if it's good for you. I don't love cues like this, honestly, for doing movements like this that are kind of nuanced, but if it works for you, then that's good for you. We're going to be Mr. Positivity today, so I'll give it a like, all right? Explain your username, please. It's actually that's a good question. So the username OmniFlex Fitness, which is my username, by the way, follow me on all of the different accounts. OmniFlex Fitness is supposed to mean all things fitness. So it's supposed to mean all different types of fitness or all different types of kind of fighting against some type of resistance in order to develop yourself and build yourself into a better version of who you were before. That's kind of what OmniFlex Fitness is supposed to mean overall. So omni is all, like omnipotent, omniscient, omnibenevolent, I think is the third one. Then flex is it's the closing of a joint angle, but it's also like the contraction of muscle, which is really to fight against resistance. I think that's kind of a broader way of conceptualizing it. So really the OmniFlex name is to use resistance to improve yourself and overcome future obstacles in all ways possible. That's what OmniFlex is supposed to mean. One day I'll have it more elegantly written out, but I don't have that right now. The gym saved a lot of men mentally that nobody ever talks about. Yeah, I mean, it probably saved, I don't know if it's like specific to men, but yeah, sure. It helps. I think it helps a lot of people's mental health in a lot of ways. Oh. Now it looks like I murdered someone. But who knows? Gonna try replacing coffee with tea because nothing I do, including working out, is helping me lose weight, and I'm pretty sure it's the coffee affecting my hormones. I will let you all know how it goes. It's not the coffee. I don't even drink coffee, by the way. I don't drink coffee. I don't drink tea. I don't really drink energy drinks of that kind. It's not what the issue is. We try to find like it's this one thing. Like it isn't. It's not what it is. All right. There are a bunch of things that it could be, but try not to just like look for one thing. Like there's a whole bunch of things that could be affecting your hormones. If anything, I would be willing to bet it's actually probably a net positive thing for you. Laughing at a fat guy in the gym is like laughing at sick people at the hospital. True. Overrated exercise, barbell hip thrusts. Underrated exercise, Bulgarian split squats. Okay. This is rage bait. I know how to recognize rage bait as a strong, very prominent rage baiter. And an expert in rage baiting. He is very clearly, or she, sorry. It's Megan. Megan, you are clearly rage baiting. And you know you are. And I say, good job. Because you're going to rage bait a lot of people. So, is the hip thrust overrated? I think it's appropriately rated. I wouldn't say it's underrated. I definitely wouldn't say that. I think it's appropriately rated. I think hip thrusts are appropriately rated, honestly. But, haha, see what I did there? Bulgarian split squats, nobody. I don't think anybody has ever said, oh, Bulgarian split squats, they're just okay. Nobody underrates Bulgarian split squats. Literally every person who's ever even heard of the exercise is like, yeah, this is an amazing exercise. They just suck. That's just like, it's just the truth. Now, the comments, the response below, I 100% agree with. In fact, I'm going to like that. Overrated trap bar deadlift. I don't even think it's overrated necessarily. Oh, Kunai Rao. Hello from India. Hey, love from India. Hey, love from Florida. So I think trap bar deadlift is like appropriately. Actually, it's overrated. I do think it's overrated. I don't know. I don't really like the exercise personally, but that's just my opinion. Divorced or in shape? What are you doing? Name a more embarrassing lift than hip thrusts. Oh, easy. Oh my god, there's this one, especially as a guy. It's you use a cable machine, and you're literally like you're pulling a cable like through your. I'm not even gonna reenact it. It's you're basically like you're vertically like fucking the air with the cable attachments, and it's just. I'll just say I like to do it in an empty gym. All right, that's all I'll say. Oh man. I just had way too much of that cold strawberry, and then I just got the thing where your teeth start hurting. Oh my god, that was brutal. You can do all the lifting and cardio you want, but you won't achieve top tier physique results until you fix your diet. I think it's more true than not, for sure. Like, your diet is more important than people say or they think, but I do think that, like, man, I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this as a coach. I think people overrate diet a tiny bit. It does matter. Your diet matters a lot, but there are a lot of people that have really, really like trash diets that can do really well and have a really good physique if they just exercise hard enough and they have other lifestyle things that they use to manage it. So I know like a lot of people that do like intermittent fasting that will have really, really like trash, like the actual foods that they're eating are not good. Especially like if they're doing like one meal a day, they can have really trash foods, really trash diet, but they work out a lot and they don't eat more than they burn, and so they can have like 6-pack abs. That being said, that's like what they're saying is more true than not. So I will give it a like. All right, they've earned it. All right. I'm so frustrated with being able to lose weight, specifically body fat. I eat a relatively healthy diet, completely vegetarian, and highly reduced dairy. Cut back on sugar and only whole wheat. Why does that matter? Tons of fresh fruits and vegetables, good proteins, and fiber. 9 times out of 10, it's home cooked. So, this is one of those things where, like, one, I don't really know what this person looks like. Actually, well, we can go to their profile. I don't know if they're actually overweight. Some people are like, they're like, oh, why can't I lose weight? And then they're like 9% body fat. It's like, okay, like, but I don't know. I actually don't know. I'm gonna just go through this piece by piece. Relatively healthy diet. Okay, so everybody thinks they're eating a relatively healthy diet. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't, but a healthy diet has nothing to do with losing weight. That's just, it is what it is. Losing weight is eating less calories than you burn. That's just all it is. You could eat a shitty diet and you could lose weight by eating less calories. Or you could have a really, really good diet with a lot of healthy fats and all of that, and you can gain weight. Like that is the reality. How we define healthy is kind of subjective a little bit. There's cultural aspects of it, but it's healthy diet is kind of a broad term that is not usually applied correctly. So you could even say definitionally, if you say that you eat a relatively healthy diet, then you should be a relatively healthy physique, even without exercise, by the way. So it really depends kind of how you define it. But completely vegetarian. Okay. I don't think that's like healthy per se necessarily, but you can be completely healthy and a vegetarian. Matter of fact, I would say if we took a vegetarian and we compared it to like either a keto or a carnivore person, average, I would say the vegetarian's probably more likely to be a healthy person. So just because like the fruits and vegetables have a lot of those micronutrients, you can really hit all of like the macronutrients pretty easily. So I think they're probably actually eating a healthy diet. Oh shit. Okay, highly reduced dairy. Okay, so I don't know where this came from. There's this fixation on like dairy being like a bad thing in general. Dairy's fine. It's high fat usually, so it is, if you're trying to lose weight, then dairy is a really, like, it does have a lot of calories. It's fine, they're good calories. Whey protein comes from milk proteins. So dairy can be a really good thing and easily can be part of a healthy diet. Reducing dairy will help you lose weight probably. So I'll say, like, it isn't like healthy per se, but it's will help towards their goals. Cut back on sugar. Cutting back on sugar, I have to know exactly what she means by that. I'm assuming she's saying cutting back on like simple sugars or candies. Maybe they're eating a lot of fruits, which are sugars still, but they are also a lot of fibers. So it's going to be more satiating and it's going to be slower digesting. So it probably is healthier on the whole, but it's not that specific to just cut back on sugar, quote unquote. And cutting back on sugar overall isn't even necessarily good, but that is what it is. Only whole wheat. Now this is one of those things, who cares? Whole wheat, white bread, it doesn't matter. The difference is marginal. It's a tiny, tiny difference. Slightly higher fiber, slightly higher in some like trace minerals and some micronutrients, but it's barely a difference. Like one of these streams, I'll actually pull it up and I'll show you side by side. Same with white rice versus brown rice, by the way. And then actually, like there's some arguments that white rice is healthier, but I'm not neither here nor there on that. I'm just saying It's not that big of a deal. Eat what you want, all right? And then tons of fresh fruits and vegetables. This is one thing that I'll say is pretty much objectively a healthy thing. It's good for everybody's goals. Eating more fruits and vegetables, you're getting your micronutrients, you're getting more fiber, you're probably being more filled up more easily. And I don't think any dietitian that is worth their salt would ever say, wait, you're eating more fruits and vegetables? What do you think is gonna happen? What? Of course you're gonna gain weight. Nobody's ever said that ever. So that's a pretty good thing. And then good protein and fiber. I don't know what good protein means to them. Good protein could mean low calorie proteins. So like maybe some of like the lean, like whey protein is like the leanest complete proteins. Are they talking about complete proteins? So like a full amino acid profiles and instead of the incomplete proteins? I actually kind of doubt that, because if they say they're specifically vegetarian, there are no complete proteins that are outside of like an animal products diet. Now that's vegan, not vegetarian. So they also said they cut back on dairy though, which means that there's not really a lot of room for whole protein sources and complete protein. So they say good protein. I'm assuming they just mean like clean food in the vague notion of whatever clean food means. But yeah, that actually might not be quite what they think they're saying. And then fiber. Fiber, nothing to complain about. Fiber is great. Even there's different types of fiber, the soluble and insoluble fibers. Both of them are great for you. And you're having a lot of fruits and vegetables. You're probably getting a lot of fiber anyway. And whole wheat has a little bit more fiber than not. It's negligible, but it's whatever. You're getting enough fiber, yeah. But either way, what they're describing sounds like a really good weight loss diet. But the problem is, I could probably describe a diet that has all of these qualities and is still like a fatty diet. Like, I don't know, I'm sure I could like bake like some pastries that are whole wheat, they are low dairy, not a lot of sugar, only whole wheat. I already said that. Let's see, tons of fruit and vegetables, like a lot of pies have a lot of fruits. What's the vegetable that, some fruits are like, whatever. It's pies. Like you could make something that fits this profile, but is like not considered a healthy thing traditionally. That's all it is. But I do sympathize with her. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed. Let's see, was anybody even here? Let me see. Do a little double check. A double check and then a triple check. I don't know if I don't care. I mean, it's hopefully the people were seeing it. Hopefully the stream was live. If not, so be it. Who cares? Yeah, okay. Well, thanks for watching. See you guys. Once I find out how to stop streaming.